She was too busy to call her mother. Until one day, it was almost too late. Have you ever been so busy that you forgot what truly matters? In today's story, you will learn English through a powerful and emotional journey about life, family, and the moment we realize what really matters. This is not just a story. It's a reminder. So relax, listen carefully, and let's learn English together. The day she stopped running. Lynn had always been in a hurry. Every morning, she rushed out of her small apartment, coffee in one hand, phone in the other, her mind already racing through a long list of things she had to do. Deadlines, emails, messages, expectations. Her life was full, but somehow it felt empty. She worked at a marketing company in a busy city. On paper, everything looked perfect. A stable job, a decent salary, and a future that many people would admire. But deep inside, Lynn felt tired. Not the kind of tired that sleep could fix. It was a quiet, heavy tiredness, the kind that made her question everything. Is this really my life? She once whispered to herself while staring at her reflection in the mirror. But like always, she pushed the thought away. There was no time to think. One rainy afternoon, Lynn received a call from her mother. "Are you busy?" her mother asked gently. "Just a little, Mom." "I have a meeting soon," Lynn replied, typing quickly on her laptop. There was a short silence on the other end. "I just wanted to hear your voice," her mother said softly. Lynn smiled, but her eyes were still fixed on the screen. "I'll call you back tonight, okay?" "Okay," her mother said. But Lynn never called back that night. Or the next. Or the week after. Life moved too fast. And she kept running. One evening, Lynn stayed late at the office to finish an urgent project. The city lights outside the window flickered like distant stars. Everyone else had already gone home. Her phone buzzed. A message. From her aunt. Her heart dropped as she read the words. "Your mother is in the hospital." Time seemed to stop. For the first time in years, Lynn didn't know what to do. She grabbed her bag and ran out of the office, down the stairs, into the cold night. But no matter how fast she ran, it felt like she was too late. The hospital room was quiet. Too quiet. Her mother lay on the bed, eyes closed, her breathing slow and fragile. Lynn stood by the door, frozen. She didn't know how to step forward. Didn't know what to say. Tears filled her eyes. "I was just busy," she whispered, her voice trembling. As if hearing her, her mother slowly opened her eyes. "Lynn, you're here." That simple sentence broke her completely. "I'm sorry, Mom," Lynn cried, holding her mother's hand tightly. "I should have called. I should have come home more often." Her mother smiled weakly. "I know you're busy," she said gently. "But don't forget to live, my child. Don't forget to live." Those words stayed with Lynn. Even after her mother recovered and returned home. Even after everything went back to normal. Except, nothing felt normal anymore. Lynn started noticing things she had never paid attention to before. The warmth of sunlight in the morning. The laughter of strangers in a cafe. The way her heart felt lighter when she wasn't rushing. For the first time in a long time, she slowed down. It didn't happen overnight. Lynn didn't suddenly quit her job or change her entire life. But she started making small changes. She called her mother every evening. She took walks without her phone. She learned to say no when she felt overwhelmed. At first, it felt uncomfortable. She was so used to being busy, to proving her worth through productivity. But slowly, she realized something important. She didn't need to earn the right to rest. She didn't need to prove her value by exhausting herself. She was already enough. One weekend, Lynn visited a small park near her apartment. She sat on a bench, watching people pass by. An old man sat down next to her. "You look peaceful," he said with a smile. Lynn laughed softly. "That's new for me." The old man nodded. "I used to be like you," he said. "Always running. Always chasing something." "What changed?" Lynn asked. He looked at the sky. "I realized that life isn't something you chase. It's something you experience." Lynn sat quietly, letting his words sink in. Months passed. Lynn was still working, still living in the same city. But she was different. She no longer rushed through her mornings. She no longer ignored the people she loved. She no longer lived only for the future. Instead, she learned to be present, to feel, to appreciate, to live. One evening, as she watched the sunset from her window, Lynn smiled. For the first time in years, she felt something she couldn't quite explain. Peace. Life doesn't always give you a warning. Sometimes, the things we think can wait, can't. Sometimes, the people we love need us now, not later. And sometimes, the life we are running toward is already here. Waiting. Quietly. Patiently. And maybe, just maybe, the day you stop running is the day you finally start living. And maybe, just maybe, the day you stop running is the day you finally start living. If this story touched your heart, take a moment to reflect on your own life. Who do you need to call today? What moment are you missing? Thank you so much for listening and learning with me. If you want to improve your English through meaningful stories like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay with me on this journey. See you in the next story.